Round 3 continues. It is a non-elimination, but a win here sees you straight through to the quarterfinals, and that will be very strongly on Tyler Wright's mind and Johanne Defay's, and well, of course, Bronte Macaulay will be questioning that for herself, because she finds herself in round 3 here. She slipped through round 2 in an exciting finish over Nikki Van Dijk, and well, of course, Johanne Defay in form here as well. But Tyler Wright is out in the lineup, and she's having a great 2016. Yep, and of course Sally Fitzgibbons started off this round 3 and moves directly through as well. So the big names starting to shine here, and as we say that, Tyler Wright will get moving on her opener. Finds the link beautifully here. Opportunity, yes, and now a little regroup from Tyler Wright. She has got one of the more powerful rail games in this modern era of women's professional surfing. And she'll lay down an opening score early on as she manages her pace here in round 3, heat 3.
Well, I would say that that's going to be a pretty good score to start. Let's take a look at the replay here. You know, again, she knows how important those first maneuvers are, and it was critical. You know, she was able to drift her fins and then mixes it up, a little variety with the car, and then gets the third turn and even just a little bit of a fourth little floater. So this is going to be a great start for Tyler Wright. Pressure's on Johanne Defay and Bronte Macaulay.
All right, so judges will get to work on this. They'll take their time. And love the drone footage here as Tyler Wright stretches out across Grumari here in Brazil. And, well, Pete, as you said, easy to see she's laid a great foundation for a charge through round 3.
The judges will take note of that, especially being your first turn. It's usually the biggest part of the wave. But now we got some action headed in the water.
Let's have a look at Johanne Defay. Nice matchup on paper here between Wright and Defay, and of course add Macaulay to the discussion. And this is a well-looking wall here, and well, a little stumble there from Defay, and a real chance to get straight in the ring and box against Tyler Wright's 6.83, so to speak. Will go just that last little portion drifts away from her.
For sure. Build momentum through the entire wave, and she was doing that. You saw that the most speed she had was at that last maneuver there, and it's unfortunate that she made an error. As you see, again, projecting down the line, right into the bottom turn, carves again, all that flow, and then here all she needed to do was finish that last maneuver, and we would have seen it go into the best wave of the heat, and that's unfortunate here, because that was an error.
Yep. Johanne Defay does come into Rio de Janeiro as 7th on the rankings. Now have a look at Bronte Macaulay. She slipped past a round 2 encounter earlier in a real tight surf off with Nikki Van Dijk, and she'll get going in this heat as well. So 2 Australians taking on the French lady here.
I had a great score at the end. I wanted that wave. I was just going, oh, why does she have to have priority? But you know, she held priority at the right time and caught that wave and got back in the game at the end.
Well, the yellow Jeep leader jersey is going to stay on Courtney Conlog into the quarterfinals.
But Bronte's come into the discussion as well. So 6s is the discussion for opening rides for all 3 surfers.
Good stuff. We love a heat where you get all 3 competitors in the mix, and now we see Tyler Wright up and riding.
Here we go. Tyler Wright looking to lay down the foundation for a second wave now. And have a look, quick reactions, left, right, left, right. She did this crossover yesterday, now working the same type of wave as she did in round 1. She'll move through to the inside section here. Board speed, little pocket for the jam. And now a new little opportunity. It's a touch sluggish, and she'll want to finish it off. It's not going to be a nice package wrap up there, but wave number 2, good work done through the outside section.
I mean, so you watch everything that's happening, not only just what happens in the water in each and every score, but what's happening in behind the scenes, and we try to bring that to you fans at home. Yeah,
we love having a global audience traveling with us around the world. And here we go. This is Johanne Defay, and we spoke about progression. Goes for a little rotation there. That wave just doesn't have enough energy. About a 10-second period here directly out of the south. We are a due south facing beach here, Pete, but this is a waning swell. It is starting to run out of gas. But someone that's not running out of gas is Tyler Wright. One of the remaining waves of the set now become a big opportunity for her. She just grinds out those turns. There's that change of direction again. She's reading this lineup beautifully. Inside section for more. Yes, there's the snap in the pocket. She'll just keep it working. She's making the most of the incoming tide here. Little push of energy, and it's going to be another banker. We have the ability to offer you, the public, the heat analyzer. You go back to round one, you'll see her doing exactly the same thing. So she's reading this lineup beautifully. What are you making of this, Pete?
Well, and you know, the big strong turn there, releases the fins, and then straight directional change, glides the foam, and look at it, another little wall, gets another snap. I mean, this is another maybe 2-3 points added just by these 2 turns on the inside, and that's just the adjustment and the read that she had previous to paddling out. You know, just great stuff from Tyler Wright.
Yep. Brazil has a win, Hawaii has 2, so great stuff there. There were a few years where the event was not staged. Now Johanne Defay wants to do the first thing, and that's unlock a combination. So here she goes. She's got to start visiting the very good score range to do so.
To sit in this situation with so much time left on the clock to try and dig out. We saw Sage Eriksson, you know, start to dig out of a pretty good gap. As we watch this left-hander here, love the flow that Johanne is carrying here. You know, just the stumble right there, that little hiccup as she was bottom turning.
All right, so Johanne Defay, a 6.3, Pete. It's not going to be the unlocking key here. And here she goes again now. She's got to go into the high 7s if she wants to start unlocking the combination. She'll want to do that for herself. She'll want to do that for her own mental attrition. It's a matter of pride now for Defay and Macaulay. Can they get some respectable numbers? Just a single ride for Bronte Macaulay down in third, a 6.2. And as we say that, here we go. This will be the second wave. She spent the better part of half an hour now in the water, and she'll try and add to her 2-wave total.
And you know, you talk about just the sport aspect of it, but it brings so much more to a surfer than just the sport. You know, the act of spending time in Mother Nature is so much more pleasing.
All right, split peak. We'll stick with Bronte Macaulay here. She's flying down the line. She'll finally come around the corner. That's a great crack for her. Now another opportunity. She'll get up in the top part of that wave, and well, 2 beats on the outside for the backhand for Bronte. It was a split peak. Johanne Defay went the other way, so both surfers going to the backhand there to split the peak. And well, if they're going to make any form of comeback, they've got to start visiting the very good scores.
No, and those bigger waves do pop up. Let's watch Johanne Defay on the backhand here as this wave, big section, glides up and over it, and just unfortunately lands in the explosion. But then again, this is the danger, like I said, where she catches this wave off the bank, so she gets the 2 moves on the outside, but it's not going to give you that shallow water that you would have liked to finish the wave nice and strong. She doesn't get that opportunity, and she has to kick out, so she'll just settle with the 2 turns on the outside.
But think for our young surfer from the New South Wales South Coast that it is possibly just a matter of time. Her and Conlog will be doing battle for years to come. Meanwhile, beautiful backhand. You saw how much distance on the bottom turn right there. Now Macaulay will look for an inside section. Can she get a bowl that will connect like Tyler Wright did? Well, a lot of work going through to the inside section, and there's the frustration right there as we're well inside the last minute here, and she'll just she'll be frustrated with that. But a nice crack on that outside to start that wave, Pete.
Yeah, a little bit too little too late. You know, she's still in combo, which means that you can't do it on one wave. So it was just more out of a practice just to try and you know, make sure she's ready for round 4.
Previous ride of 5.03, that last one of 4.03, and Macaulay will be thinking about round 4. On screen, Tyler Wright, a easy victory in round